celebrity controversies that most people seem to have forgotten about. Part 7. On December 8th, 1984, Vince Neil, lead singer of Motley Crue, had been at a party with many people, including one of his best buds, Razzle, when they ran out of beer. So despite all of them being under the influence, especially Vince Neil, he decided that he was okay to drive to go and get more beer. So him and his buddy Razzle set out to the liquor store. Unsurprisingly, Vince lost control of the vehicle, which resulted in an accident that killed Razzle on impact and also severely injured the two people that were in the other vehicle. Neil was charged with vehicular manslaughter and driving under the influence and sentenced to 30 days in jail, probation, and he had to pay a $2.6 million fine. And if that wasn't bad enough, he has the audacity to try and charge $600 a ticket when he sounds like this. And I personally think that that's a crime in and of itself. Rick James and his girlfriend were arrested for allegedly imprisoning and torturing a 24-year-old woman. Apparently, they burned her with a hot crack pipe, forced her to smoke said crack pipe, and also sexually assaulted her in multiple ways. In 1963, Marvin Gaye and Anna Gordy got married with the hopes that they would have children of their own. But Anna, who was already in her 40s, was unable to conceive a child, and Marvin Gaye did not want to go the adoption route because he wanted a child that was biologically related to him. So they came up with the fantastic idea of Marvin Gaye instead grooming Anna's 15-year-old niece, which for all intents and purposes was very successful because Anna's 15-year-old niece got pregnant pretty quickly by Marvin Gaye the good old-fashioned way, and she gave birth to a child when she was 16 years old, who Marvin Gaye and Anna immediately adopted and named Marvin Gaye III. Tom Cruise is a Scientologist, and I know that most people say that they don't forget about that, but he's still one of the most often cast actors, and Scientology has been described as a cult, as very manipulative. There have been allegations of exploitation, forced abortions, criminal activity, but nobody cares because it's Tom Cruise. Also, as a side note, I feel like he's got to be into some weird voodoo shit for them to have chosen him to play Jack Reacher, despite Reacher in the books being 6'5" and 220 pounds. You're telling me they cast him because he was the best option? No, that's some voodoo shit. And his tooth is in the middle of his face. That gives me the creeps. John Lennon said, and I quote, "I used to be cruel to my woman. I beat her and kept her apart from the things that she loved. And physically, I was cruel to any woman. I was a hitter. I couldn't express myself, so I hit. I fought men and I hit women, but I sincerely believe in love and peace." You got a crazy way of showing it, my dude.